Canyon at daybreak, I rode a bay horse alone. Dust on my boots and a name in my head I hadn't spoke since I'd grown. They said the town was forgetting the sins that a man leaves behind, but I knew better than to trust quiet streets or the mercy of passing time. I saw her first through the window at the canteen at Del Rey, black hair falling like midnight where the lantern light softly played. She smiled once, just a moment, like she'd seen me before, and the past come alive with a pull of the heart that I couldn't outrun anymore. 6 shots before sundown, that's all the daylight allows. 6 shots before sundown, for truth, for blood, for vows. The West don't care who you love or lose, it only counts what a man would choose. 6 shots before sundown, and the grave don't ask you how. The room went still when he entered with a silver star pinned to his chest. Sheriff Valdez, fast and famous and meaner than most of the rest. He looked at me like a verdict, like a rope already swung. Said, boy, you got nerve showing your face round here after the things you've done. I told him I didn't come looking for trouble or blood or blame, just wanted one night of peace before the desert calls my name. He laughed low and cold as winter, said that woman's mine, you see. And I knew right then in the pit of my chest, this town had no mercy for me. 6 shots before sundown, the sky already burning red. 6 shots before sundown, between the living and the dead. No judge, no jury, no church bell sound, just a man and his sins on sacred ground. 6 shots before sundown, where prayers fall flat instead. She met me out by the corral where the mesquite shadows lay. Her hands were shaking, her voice was soft. She begged me not to stay. She said, run while the sun's still high, leave this place to the damned. But love's a fire that don't heed sense or the warnings of wiser hands. I kissed her once, tasted sorrow, felt fate like a tightening noose. Some men ride fast from tomorrow, some men just stand and choose. The street was long as a lifetime, every step rang loud and clear. Windows shuttered, dogs quit barking, even the wind showed fear. Valdez stood tall by the well post, hand low, eyes steady and mean. Sun slipping down like a dying coin on the edge of a blood-red dream. 6 shots before sundown, the moment a man is made. 6 shots before sundown, where courage and fear both fade. promise gets paid. The thunder cracked, I don't know who fired. Time shattered like glass. Smoke rolled thick, the crowd cried out. Echoes bounced off the past. I felt fire tear through my shoulder. Saw Valdez fall to his knees. His badge caught light for a final time before he sank to the street. I staggered back to the shadows, blood painting trails in the sand. She found me there as the daylight died, held tight to my trembling hand. I told her love was worth it, though my breath was running thin. Better to die with your heart awake than live with a soul locked in. Six shots before sundown. Now the sun has gone away. 6 shots before sundown, and the night has come to stay. Bury me where the desert knows the names of men who stood too close. 6 shots before sundown. Lord, I'd make the choice again. They say this crosses by the old town road where the dust and the roses lie. Some swear at dusk you can still hear hooves and a woman's broken cry. Down in Red Hollow Creek, where the cottonwoods bend, stood a town built on whispers and sin. A bell hadn't rung since the law rode away, and the night learned the sound of a gun. I rode in at dusk with a scar on my name and dust on a promise I'd broke. Every boot heel knew why I'd returned, for a debt carved in blood at Red Hollow Creek. They said Boone McCall ruled from the shade of the bar, with a grin like a rattlesnake's grin. He laughed when he lied, and he drank when he killed, and he counted his sins as his friends. He stepped through the doors as the moon found my eyes, spurs whispering, one of you won't. There's a sound when the past finally catches your breath, like a prayer that's already too late. Oh, the West don't forgive, and it don't forget. It just waits till the reckoning's due. When the truth meets the trigger at 10 paces apart, and the sky turns the color of smoke. I ain't proud of the man that the frontier made, but a man's gotta stand when it's time. So I drew for the souls we both left in the ground at the edge of Red Hollow that night. His hand twitched once, mine never shook, Time slowed like a preacher's last word. 2 shots rang out like a cracked dinner bell, and the world went quiet and blurred. Boom McCall fell with a look of surprise, like he'd seen what he never believed. And the town breathed again for the first time in years, while the moon stared back down at me. The sheriff rode in with the dawn on his hat, and a badge dulled by dust and years. He said, "Son, justice don't always ride fast, but it catches what outruns fear." I left my gun where the blood met the sand, and turned from the man I had been. For revenge may settle a score for a day, but mercy's what lets healing begin. Oh, the West don't forgive, and it don't forget. It just carves every choice into stone. You can run from a shadow 1,000 long miles, but you face it the day you come home. I ain't proud of the man that the frontier made, but I sleep when the night's finally through, with the wind on my back and the ghosts lay to rest, past the bend of Red Hollow Creek too. Now the creek runs quiet where the cottonwoods sway. No more blood in the dust by the bar, just a song in the wind about a man and his gun, and the cost of remembering who you are. The years roll on, but the old folks still speak of the night justice rode through the dark, when the ghosts of Red Hollow finally let go, and one gunfighter followed his heart. The sun sank low on the cottonwoods where the water runs slow and brown. There's a bend in the land they call Deadmans Creek, just a mile west of Sundown town. They say the creek learned a man's last name from the blood it learned to keep. Every cross on the bank's got a story to tell down by Deadmans Creek. I rode in hard with dust on my boots and a warrant folded thin for a man named Cole with a draw so fast even the wind couldn't win. his way out of a bad mistake, left two men cold and deep. Now he's holed up where the willows weep, down by Deadmans Creek. Deadmans Creek, don't forget a face, don't forgive and don't sleep. If you come here running from your past, it'll find you in the deep. Every gunshot echoes twice, every promise you can't keep. There's no clean getaway from Judgment Day at Deadmans Creek. I found his tracks in the mud and reeds, and the smoke from a dying fire. He stood up slow with a crooked grin, said, "Marshal, you're late, but I'm tired." His hand twitched once toward the iron at his side, like he'd done 1,000 times. But the creek went still like it knew the deal, as we stared down the line. He said, "This land's got a longer memory than the badge upon your chest. I buried men who prayed like you and rode off thinking I was blessed." I told him, "Son, you can curse the creek or blame the hand you were dealt, but the only thing that ever killed a man was the trigger he felt." Deadman's Creek, don't bend the rules, don't answer when you plead. The past comes back with iron in hand, and the price is always steep. You can run from towns and changing names, but the truth runs just as deep. There's no place left to hide your sins at Deadman's Creek. The wind cut cold through the cottonwood leaves like a whisper from the grave. I thought of men and drew too fast, and the seconds they never saved. One shot rang out, couldn't swear who's first. The creek swallowed the sound. When the smoke cleared low in the evening glow, only one man was standing around. I knelt him down by the water's edge, where the crosses lean and fade. Closed his eyes and tipped my hat for the choices that he made. I wrote his name on a weathered plank with a nail in a shaking hand. Another story the creek would keep from a reckless man. Deadman's Creek keeps count of souls, notches cut in stone. It don't care if you wore a star or thought you rode alone. When the sun goes down and the water runs red and the night cuts sharp and deep, every man pays what he owes in time at Deadman's Creek. So if you ride west with a loaded past and a gun you trust too much, listen close when the water goes still and the willows start to hush. 'Cause the creek remembers every name, every lie, every defeat, and it's always waiting patient and cold down at Deadman's Creek. desert plains and carried trouble to my feet. I don't want that star since I was young, back when law still meant something. Now the town don't whisper prayers, they just wait to see who's bleeding. There's dust on my badge and blood on my hands from promises I couldn't keep. I chased down men with wanted names, but lost more than I could sleep. Every outlaw had a reason, every widow had a stare, and every step I took for justice left another cross out there. There's dust on my badge, don't shine no more like it did in '61. The weight of the law is heavier now than the barrel of my gun. I stood my ground when the devil laughed and heaven turned its back. There's dust on my badge and no road left to track. The rider came in at sundown sharp with a scar like a lightning seam. I knew that face from a younger time, from a life I tried to leave. He said, "Sheriff, we both crossed lines. Only one of us gets through." The town held its breath as we squared the street with nothing left to prove. The bell rang once from the mission door. My hand shook just a hair. I thought of vows and buried men and the star I chose to wear. The shot rang out like Judgment Day. Two echoes, one reply. He fell first, but I knew right then I wouldn't see sunrise. There's dust on my badge, soaked in red, from the truth I tried to hold. The law ain't clean and mercy's thin when a man grows tired and old. I gave this town my better years, every ounce of my back. There's dust on my badge and the night's gone black. They laid me down by the cottonwoods where the desert meets the sky. They pinned that star on a pine wood box and let the preacher lie. If justice lives, she walks alone with a shadow at her side. There's dust on my badge, but I died on the right side. At dawn in San Miguel Pass, where the wind cut cold and thin, a stranger rode a bay mare in with a crooked brand burned in. His hat was low, his eyes were stone, his coat was worn with miles, and every man beside that trough could read his outlaw smile. That mare belonged to Caleb Ross, a rancher straight and fair, shot dead beside his corral gate for standing bravely there. The sheriff stepped from the jailhouse door with his hand above his gun, said, "Son, that horse you're riding tells of things that can't be undone." He rode fast on borrowed thunder, he stole a dead man's name, but a horse thief rides a narrow road through dust and guilt and shame. You can run from men and mountains, you can pray and beg and pass, but no man outruns judgment in San Miguel Pass. Then Caleb's widow raised her hand, her black dress in the breeze. She pointed straight across the street, said, "That thief belongs to me." He lunged hard for the mare's reins, she reared against the sky. 6 shots rang like judgment bells, and the thief went down to die. They buried him past the cottonwoods with no stone and no last name. Let the mare walk home alone through dust and die in flame. By sundown she reached Ross's gate, head lowered, calm and still, like even horses carry home the weight of a last will. He rode fast on borrowed thunder, he stole a dead man's name, but a horse thief rides a narrow road through dust and guilt and shame. You can run from men and mountains, you can pray and beg and pass, but no man outruns judgment in San Miguel Pass. Remember San Miguel Pass, that's where horse thieves go to die. At the edge of town, where the cottonwoods lean, stands an old stone, well, no one's used in years. Sun sets low on a blood-red sky, and the wind tells lies like it always does. A stranger rode in on a midnight bay, hat pulled low, eyes gone gray. He asked for water, didn't ask for names, but the town went quiet all the same. 'Cause every gun leaves a shadow behind, every road's got a reckoning sign. You can run from the law, from heaven, from hell, but not from the man who waits by the well. Sheriff came Dean stepped out with a tired stare, star on his chest and dust in his hair. He said, "Friend, you're welcome if you aim to stay, but I've seen that face and it don't fade." The stranger smiled like a gambler's bluff, said, "I buried that man, I paid enough." But the well went still and the night held its breath, like it knew both men had danced with death. 'Cause every gun leaves a shadow behind, every sin's got a long memory line. You can pray, you can lie, you can swear yourself well, the truth always waits by the well. They walked 10 paces into the sand, no crowd around, just fading chance. A church bell rang, though no one pulled the rope, and the moon hung high like a judge with no hope. The stranger thought of a woman once, a warm goodbye and a loaded gun. Sheriff Kane thought of a badge he wore and the men it cost to earn it before. Wind held still, time slowed down, two paths stood on borrowed ground. Some debts ain't paid with gold or prayer, only blood beneath an open stare. The shots rang out like thunder cracks, one man fell, one staggered back. Sheriff Kane lay still in the sand. The stranger dropped the gun from his hand. He knelt by the well as the dawn broke through, saw his own face staring back at him too. He whispered low, "It's done, it's done," then turned and faced the rising sun. Every gun leaves a shadow behind, every soul meets the end of the line. You can ride forever, but fate won't tell when you're the man who waits by the well. At the edge of town, where the cottonwoods lean, there's an old stone, well, no one's used since then. And some nights folks swear, when the moon burns bright, two shadows stand there in the pale moonlight. At sunrise I rode into Drywater town, dust on my boots, cold weather brown. A piano cried through a broken door, like it knew I'd been here before. Men went quiet, cars lay still, whispers rode on the morning chill. They said, "That's the man the marshal seeks, leaves crosses where the river bends." I tied my horse by the courthouse rail, saw wanted posters curt and pale. My name was inked in weathered red, for things I'd done, for blood I'd shed. I wasn't proud, I wasn't brave, just tired of digging outlaw graves. But fate don't care what a man believes when the past comes riding fast till the landslide falls on Drywater town. Someone's soul is going down. Still don't lie and mercy's thin when you face the sins you can't outrun by sunset's end. One man won't stand, just another ghost in the western sand. The marshal stepped from the saloon door, silver badge, scars and war. He said my name like a final prayer, said son, there's no forgiveness here. We stood 12 paces, hats pulled low, two old truths we both knew well. The law ain't clean, the outlaw ain't free, and justice rides a crooked trail. When the last light falls on Drywater town, heaven's closed, hell's around. Every choice leaves a mark on time, every bullet draws a line by sunset's end. One man won't stand, just another ghost in the western sand. I thought a home I never knew, a woman's smile I never grew old with too. If I'd turned back 1 mile before, would I still be knocking at heaven's door? Still, the street went bare, church bell froze in midair. 6 shots thundered, smoke rolled thick, fate decided awful quick. I felt the ground rise to meet my knees, saw the sky through dying leaves. The marshal lowered his smoking gun, said, Lord, forgive what's done. When the last light fell on Drywater town, till the dust I'm bound. I found my peace in Drywater town. Now the piano plays for no one there, and just shadows and a lonely prayer. Another name fades on a wooden cross, another soul the sunset lost. Sunset bleeds into the dust, a trail of broken faith and rust. I wear regret like an old tattoo, hardened as these boots I've used. Been riding nights colder than the truths I'll never tell. There's a line in the dirt, I crossed it once, now I'm under its spell. Whiskey whispers in my veins, telling lies I can't explain. The horizon burns, no turning back, every mile weighs like black. It's a lie don't step back across. She warned me once with eyes like steel, don't let this world take what you can't heal. But I wore pride like brand new chains, tore down every bridge I'd made. Midnight memories never sleep, they haunt the roads where angels weep. Now every dawn feels like the last, chasing shadows of a past. Cold wind twists the truth again in this long, lonesome land. It's a line you don't step back across, a ghostly fire burning up the coast. I chase sins like storms across these plains. Now the thunder calls me by my name. Yeah, it's a line you don't step back across. If redemption walks these roads someday, I'll meet her miles from where I strayed. But echoes of the choices made are chains that never fade. It's a line you don't step back across, where souls await and futures are lost. I rode too far to turn around in the dust of every worn out town. Yeah, it's a line you don't step back across. So whisper low into the night, some roads won't lead you back to the light. Slid low behind the ridge, turned the courthouse walls to red. I rode in slow from the canyon road, with every mile a word unsaid. The sheriff tipped his weathered hat, wouldn't meet my gaze that day. Said, son, the town's done made its mind, there's nothing left to say. They say I shot a gambling man down by the rail at dawn, but that bullet flew from another hand while I was already gone. Still the whispers fill the street like ghosts that knew my name, and lies walk tall in polished boots while truth just limped in shame. Oh, a noose don't need a reason, they don't ask who fired first. When a frightened town gets thirsty, justice always dies of thirst. You can swear upon the Bible, you can stare the devil down. A noose don't need a reason when fear's the law in town. Spoke a judgment day, said the Lord would sort me out. but the judge just read the charges fast over the roar of doubt. I thought about my mama's smile and the prayer she used to say. I wondered if heaven keeps a book for men the mob betrays. A noose don't need a reason, it don't care what's true or fair. It just swings beneath the gallows beam in the hot and dusty air. You can live your life by honor, still be buried by a lie. A noose don't need a reason, just a crowd that wants you to die. If I meet that gambler past the veil, I'll ask him what he saw. Did he hear the click of another gun before I took the fall? But here on earth the rope decides what the truth will be, and the past gets tied in a hangman's knot for all the world to see. The stars came out like silver nails in a black and endless sky. They walked me slow to the hanging tree where even brave men cry. I straightened up my dusty coat, stood taller than before. If this town needs a villain now, I'll be that once more. A noose don't need a reason, it don't hear a dying plea. It don't know the weight of innocence or what a man might be. Let history judge this crooked night when the truth was overruled. A noose don't need a reason, it just does what fear has told. When the wind tells tales of a western town and a man who wouldn't run, remember this when the rope swings low. Justice ain't always done. Justice ain't always done. The sun sank low on a border town where the dust don't ever sleep. A stranger rode with a cold stare down and a promise he'd keep. His boots were worn by 1,000 roads, his coat by rain and flame. Folks whispered soft when he passed them by, like they knew his name. The sign said, "Welcome to Dry Creek Bend," but the air said, "Turn back now." A marshal watched from the saloon door with his hand near leather and vow. There was blood on the past of that silent man and more on the trail ahead. Some men ride on to find a life, some ride till they're dead. 6 miles from mercy, 1 step from hell, where the law is thin and the graveyard's full. No prayers get answered when the gunshots tell. Who's right, who's wrong, who's cruel? 6 miles from mercy, the dice are thrown. When the last light fades from the sky, you don't choose the card you're dealt out here, you just choose how you die. marshal spoke with a steady voice. Son, I know that face. There's a bounty hangs on a man like you all over this place. The stranger smiled like a tired ghost, said, I ain't here to run. I'm here 'cause the man you buried last spring still owes me one. A woman cried from the upstairs room as the church bell rang once slow. Two shadows stretched on the dirt-packed street when the wind refused to blow. The town held its breath as the moment froze between the blink and draw, where fate decides with a loaded hand who'll stand and who'll fall. 6 miles from mercy, 1 step from hell, where the truth costs more than gold. A man's whole life can be judged right there in the space of a heartbeat cold. 6 miles from mercy, no place to hide when the past comes calling your name. Out here you pay for the life you live in little shame. He thought of home, but it felt too far, like a dream he once outgrew. Some debts are carved in a man's own soul, and they always come due. The shots rang out like a thunderclap, then the silence took control. The marshal fell to the dusty street with a hole clean through his soul. The stranger stood for a moment more, then dropped down to his knee, 'cause the bullet meant for the other man was paid back equally. 6 miles from mercy, the deal is done. When the smoke clears from the sun, 2 men lie still where the road runs out, and the town moves on like none. 6 miles from mercy, just wooden crosses, names the wind won't say. Out here the West don't forgive us so. It just remembers the day. The sun came up on Dry Creek Bend like nothing had changed at all, but the dust remembers every name of the men who answered the call.